Welcome to a special edition of Arizona Wildcats Insiders Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Hutchison. We've broken down Brent Brennan and his job against Cincinnati, the coaching job that he put together, the apologies, the flowers, everything, the affirmations, whatever you want to say, that Arizona fans, Tucson deserves to give Brent Brennan. Brent Brennan deserves his roses. Tremendous job this season. 7-3 has the Wildcats in prime position for a major bowl game. Has them in an outside shot to make the Big 12 title game, has been in every game, should have won one more at least, except for Iowa State. I mean, the turnaround from last year to this year, it's night and day. And he taught, when I knew this coaching staff was serious, and I truly believe this because I love the names that they brought in. Danny Gonzalez as DC, Seth Dagey, underrated as OC. Joe Salavea, defensive line coach. I love the names they brought in. I knew they were serious when in Big 12 Media Day, they said, what's going to be the biggest difference in year two? A lot of coaches say, oh, we changed this, we changed that. I'll give you a bunch of bullshit. He said, we're not kissing anybody's ass anymore. I'll repeat that. The head coach of a major program said, we're done with ass kissing. That he felt last year to get some of those guys to stay from the transfer portal. Mind you, they came in late. The transfer window open. UCLA's open. Michigan's open. Alabama's open. Washington's open. They can poach players. They felt they had to kiss ass to keep players on the roster. Now, in year two, they know who wants to be here. They know who wants to be in Tucson, Arizona, and play for the University of Arizona and be coached by Brent Brennan. They felt like they didn't have to kiss ass anymore. It was strictly football. And you're seeing that mentality on the field. You're seeing a confidence around the football team that's been building up. That was not a mistake game. Arizona dominated that football game. And I tell you this, going into that game, they had no doubt in their mind they were winning that game. None. Because success, training, attitude, it breeds confidence, and confidence breeds winning. So tremendous job by Brent Brennan. Tremendous job by his coaching staff. We gave him an A-. Now, we could talk about the grade we gave Noah Fifita, an A-. He deserves it. He's been phenomenal on the road this season. Outside of the Iowa State game. The Iowa State game, he was bad. Outside of that, Noah Fifita has completed 77% of his passes on like 80-something attempts. 776 yards, 7 touchdown passes to 0 interceptions or turnovers. He is a true road warrior. Very underrated, very underestimated, that statement. Road warrior. What does it mean? It means what he's showing you. It means you're going to a bowl game. It means you have a shot at a Big 12 title. It means you have a shot at 9 to 10 wins. And it's a whole entire attitude. It's a whole entire attitude on the road. And let's talk about the game against Cincinnati. 23 of 31. 295 yards passing and touchdown. Now, has he had more success in terms of passing touchdowns? Yeah. Weber State. Yeah. Oklahoma State. His best 2 games this season have been on the road. Houston and this Cincinnati game right here. This Cincinnati game was a tremendous game by Noah Fifita. That's why we're giving him an A-. Not more importantly, but a note on top of it all. 68 career touchdowns, passing touchdowns. That is now number 1 all time in Arizona football history. He sits alone on the mountaintop. He passes Willie Tuitama, who's a highly underrated football player, highly underrated quarterback, very good football player, great college quarterback. He surpasses Nick Foles, the greatest quarterback in the history of this program, a very good NFL quarterback, won a Super Bowl MVP. Nick Foles is the gold standard when it comes to Arizona football quarterbacks. And now, who's number 1 all alone? Noah Fifita. And here's the scary thing. You have 2 games left in the regular season. So those numbers are going to go up. I'm not sure I'm not sure, and I could be wrong, if postseason numbers count towards that. They might, but some sports don't. Most sports don't. And guess what, guys? He has a whole another year of eligibility. He has another season. He has a whole 12 games, maybe 13, to add to that total. He'll be number one in yards. He'll be number one in wins. He'll be number one in touchdown passes. He'll have 2 bowl games under his belt, potentially 2 10-win seasons. And they return this coaching staff. Guess what? They're going to another bowl game. Maybe even 10 wins. And you're talking about maybe the most successful quarterback in the history of Arizona football. Now, is he the best quarterback in the history of Arizona football? No, I don't think so. Again, I think Willie Tuitama and Nick Foles are better quarterbacks. I think they're more talented quarterbacks. If you pick them out of the lineup, you're choosing those guys. But he is a great college quarterback. And there's something to be said when everybody in that locker room believes in you. Everybody in that locker room knows you have their back and they have your back. Everybody in that locker room would run through a wall for him. That speaks volumes. So, yeah, I think there's more talented quarterbacks, but he's alone on the mountaintop. No, Fifita is all alone. And you know what? I think he's going to have a massive game against Baylor because that Baylor Bear defense is atrocious. Probably win Offensive Player of the Week in the Big 12 that week. That's my prediction. No, Fifita is going to pass for 4 touchdowns, maybe 5, win Offensive Player of the Week in the Big 12. I think they're going to beat ASU. I do. I think they're going to get to 9 wins. We had them at 7 at the beginning of the year, but just how they're playing, just how the 2 programs are playing, I think they're going to beat ASU. I do. And I think you can make a case, especially since Texas Tech has had their quarterback in and out, for Noah Fifita to be the Offensive Player of the Year in the Big 12. I think that's very realistic. I think that's a very realistic goal, and I think it's very realistically there. So, yeah, we give Noah Fifita an A-. A-. One more touchdown, he gets an A+. For the game against Cincinnati, we'll have more coverage of Arizona football throughout this week. Arizona basketball is in full swing as the Cats will be taking on the UConn Huskies on Wednesday night in a top 5 showdown. It's going to be a great game. We'll have all the coverage on Arizona Wildcats on SI. So be sure to check out our website and stay tuned for more.